Call this meeting to order. Special board meeting, August 10th, 2026. Can I get a roll call?
And President Sterling.
Here.
Vice President Thompson.
Here.
Board Member McKnight.
Present.
Board Member McKinney. Here. Board Member Carlson. Here. Board Member Johnson.
Here.
Secretary Meeks here.
Pam Cook, Recording Secretary.
Troy Yarborough, Superintendent.
Shirley Wagner, Human Resources.
Michelle Earp, Curriculum and Instruction.
Jason Bloom, Communications, Community Relations.
Josh Rand, Business and Operations.
All right. Can I get everybody to stand? Anyone want to lead us off?
Sure.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can I get a motion and a second to approve the agenda?
Motion. Second.
Vice President Thompson.
Aye.
Board Member McKnight.
Aye.
Board Member McKinney.
Aye.
Board Member Carlson.
Yes.
Board Member Johnson.
Aye.
Secretary Meeks, aye. President Sterling.
All right. Dr. Yarborough.
All right, thank you, President Sterling. The mission of the Harlan Consolidated School District as a vital part of the community is to help diverse learners realize their unlimited potential by providing an educational program dedicated to academic excellence and development of strong character in a safe and respectful learning environment.
Thank you, sir.
You will.
At this time, we have no comments from the community. I will turn it over to
All right.
Dr. Jason Bloom. I saw that this time.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
All right, it is my pleasure to see you.
Welcome home.
To recognize our national champion bowling team, who almost left the trophy out in the lobby. When you're a team like this that's so successful and competes at such a high level, it's really hard to nail down and get them all here on the same evening. So we're missing a few, but thankfully we were able to celebrate them this summer with their success. So before I turn it over to Coach Jimmy and we get to talk a little bit about what this team has accomplished and obviously the athletes that are not here as well, you can set that down if you want. If you don't want to hold it the whole time. I got a question for our board and admin team. Who is the only other team to three-peat a national championship?
Harlan.
Again, that was good stuff. Good question. So yes, Harlan is the only team. So 2 times now we've three-peated at the national championship level. And Coach was telling me he's like, they've only been around since what, 2010? You said?
This was their 10th
10.
tournament.
Yep, 10 tournament.
We went to 9.
We've been there 9 and
Won
the
6.
national champions 6 times?
7.
7 times. There's 2 numbers there. So a pretty big deal, but to be three-peat, I mean, that's a huge deal. But then for us to be the only people that have ever three-peated is pretty awesome. So I'm going to turn over to Coach Jimmy, let him talk a little bit about the season, introduce the athletes and coaching staff and everybody. So.
Well, I'll let them introduce themselves. So you can start, Haley.
I'm Haley.
Can you say
What grade you're in?
We didn't rehearse this beforehand, so.
I'm Raina, I'm gonna be a sophomore.
I'm Natalie, I'm gonna be a junior.
I'm Aiden, I'm gonna be a sophomore.
I'm Alexis, and I just graduated.
I'm Sarah, and I'm gonna be a junior.
So we noticed
And
too.
then Ashlyn Tevez just graduated and Allison Roberts graduated. Before I talk about them, Ashlyn's not here, but I want to talk about her. During the individual national championship, she set 7 tournament records.
Wow.
Averaged 247, and then went on to take second at junior gold and became a 2-time member of Junior Team USA this year. So I wanted to mention that. I know she's not here. She's on her way to Alabama, where she is going to be bowling for Jacksonville State.
Wow. Let her hear us from. I have to thank Mike, Lindsay, Kim, Josh, Becca, since they decided to sit down for all of their help. Without them, we wouldn't be doing what we've done. I mean, these girls do everything we've asked them to do. They bowl year round. They practice like they want to compete because we tell them that all the time. Something that they did this year that we've never had to do. They led after game 1 by 1 pin. and then did not leave again until 11:30 p.m. After they came back from 35 pin down with one game left. And you could just watch the team that we were bowling's faces when these girls decided the last game to throw the first 6 strikes, and a 7-pin kept them from going front 9. And then we ended up winning 257 to their 160 because the wind just came right out of them. So these girls never quit. They fought the whole day chasing that team. And then when it came down to the end, they were like, no, not so fast. I think that's still going to be ours. So the fight that they have in them is awesome, and I congratulate them very much. So ladies, thank you. And let's try to do it again. We have 5 returning this year.
That's awesome.
So congratulations, ladies.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, again, big thank you to the coaches that are supporting us, and, you know, like we've had a conversation with Kelly Nymphs this morning about our 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade bowling programs, and just that investment in building programs and having coaching staff like this that just continue to push and challenge. We were talking before just about how often we come in as Harlan Bowling and we intimidate those teams that very first game, and but to also see that grit, because we know it's a mental game, right? And at 11:30 p.m. when you keep fighting and pushing, that says so much about not only your athleticism but your work ethic and all the preparation, everything that you do to prepare for those types of moments, and obviously that falls under our coaches as well. So congratulations to you. We're obviously super excited to celebrate a three-peat. To be national champions is such an incredible feat, and we're proud of you. And we're excited to see a few of you back next year, right? We'll just put on the calendar for next fall.
I'm in.
There it is. It's on record and on video. So congratulations to you all. So we're gonna do a quick photo and the actual trophy.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So my board come out. Turn off this.
Me too. I gotta hide in the back too.
No, Lindsay, you cannot. You can stay the whole way, but
You guys just stay quiet, those special workers around this, so. Wait, actually, it'll get you all. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. And just move out of the way.
Thank you guys for having us.
Thanks for being here too. Sorry.
Somewhere, right?
So you pass down all the rings for
No, I did wear one this year.
just walk in, just show them.
I mean, he's like my friend.
I got a trophy from Rock Valley.
Must be Josh's part to talk. Let it out. It's under Mickey.
Thank you. So I just have one item this evening. A year ago, Josh and I came to the board and asked for your approval for us to submit for the school violence prevention program, where we were asking for radios for our schools, and then the wearable badges, which if they have multiple functions, one, like if you click 3 times, it lets the office know that you need support. Another one, I think is like 7 clicks, it calls 911, because they figure you're not going to hit 9 times, or it's like 7 times unless you really need that. We did not get the grant the last time, and when we did a little research, one of the things that we had heard and was the fact that they went more towards smaller schools, because a lot of the small schools said, hey, we need help too, and they did not get much of the funding. So we're hopeful that by rewriting it, we have the opportunity to just put another layer of safety and communication within our district. That's always our goal, those two things, and tying them together. The radios, we've been always trying to update so that we don't have dead spots within our buildings. The size of the high school, the size of some of our buildings. Can you open that, please? Thank you. We have some spots where it's harder to hear than others. Some of them were analog, and we're trying to get to the point of having devices that are both analog and digital. So we're trying to also update, and we're trying to get more uniform. So we have the same products across our district versus what's the cheapest that we can find. Sometimes we go with a grade radio that causes some interference, where we really want things that can work well, that we can switch numbers, where do my channels, that's the word I couldn't come up with, thank you. Switch channels if need be. So that's what we're asking for. We had to get letters of support from the two mayors, and then we also have police departments as well. We can show that we are part of the I Love You Guys Foundation, which is the terminology that we use across the district, and our standards response protocol, which is ironically the same one that we're looking regionally to be using the same terminology, and the state has been looking at. So we are kind of ahead of the curve on that one. So it's just really trying to throw that additional layer of safety and support across our district.
Just a reminder, this is a 75-25 matching grant, and we wrote for $400,000 last year, so if we were to get it, the full amount, we would get $300,000 of it. It's due tomorrow, so.
Tomorrow, okay. Tomorrow, all right.
Yeah, they opened it up.
You're about done?
And it's a two-part application, so we had to have the first part done, that even said that we were interested back a week ago, and so we ended up getting that in, and we've been working on the write-up part, but we needed your approval to hit the submit button tomorrow. They even give us a time of day, like they will not go past this time of day.
It's a pretty intensive grant, it takes a ton
Yeah.
of work. So it did help that we wrote it last year, but there's still a lot of work with it, so. But yeah,
And
we're
the
ready.
answer comes around October?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, that's exactly right. And even though they went with 4 rural districts, it does look like we'll have a better chance this year. So, not saying we're gonna get it,
Well,
but
presumably people asking for it this year, it's a little less.
they're
Well,
also looking at, like, if you didn't get it last year, and I don't think they're going with just smaller sizes, so
Right.
we'll show up as we didn't get it last year, so that will help our chance a little bit. And we've tweaked some of the wording to give us a better, just some of those little things, so.
And really try to showcase some of the things that we have been doing. Evelyn was part of our safety meeting, and I really tried to talk about how it is a partnership within those safety meetings and the types of conversations that take place. So I tried to showcase a little bit more of that it's not just a meeting that we're just checking something off, that we are providing we're providing suggestions, getting feedback from our first responders, and listening to what suggestions they have for us as well. So we're hopeful.
Any questions?
No, go get them.
Sounds good, yeah.
I can't think of any president of the village.
Say that again?
Roscoe as well, or you only need 2?
So they only had spots for 3, so we put the city, Loves Park, and then the Loves Park Police Department, because that's who we had the letters of reference from. So there isn't a spot for 4, because we were just.
Correct.
looking
We
at-
were just trying to see, because last time we had Winnebago County, but Loves Park really seems to do a lot with us, and Eric Jacobson has overseen the SROs, has really done a lot. I'm not trying to take anything away from Winnebago County, but when we needed to choose one, that's kind of our why.
Just appreciate all the work you guys put in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Getting this, so.
So, wish us luck.
Yeah.
So I do think that we at least need consensus. I don't know, do we have it as a voting item that we?
I do, yes.
Saying, okay, I just wanted to make sure that it was on there.
Yep.
For us to be able to push that button tomorrow morning.
So we have a.
Yep,
Thank you. That ends my report.
thank you. Dr. Shetterly?
Good evening. Tonight I have the recommendation for the personnel agenda. There is no addendum this evening. We actually have 29 resignations. One of the folks that had resigned was inadvertently put in the terminations column, and it should have been in the resignations column. So no terminations, but 29 resignations. We have 19 employments, 4 athletic coach stipend employments, 21 transfers, and 1 new position. The new position that we're asking for this evening is a paraeducator, a bilingual paraeducator. And that is due to numbers. We need to comply with Illinois law, and so we need to add a para for that classroom because we're over the number that we should have.
So I just want to explain when she says that we're over, what that means. For the state, what they say is that in our bilingual classrooms, we have to be 90% of whatever the CBA states. So if our CBA stated we could have 100 kids in a classroom, we could go to 90. But if we went in between that 90 and 100, that's where we would need that additional support. And so with our class sizes of being 25 and 26, we are 90% of that. If we go above that 90% and we're staying within our collective bargaining agreement, that is where that para comes in to provide that support. And we did have a teacher who ended up recently resigning, but we can stay within our collective bargaining agreement. We just need that extra support.
Thank you, Doctor. That is verified. Thank you.
Any questions? Dr. Troyer?
All right, thank you, President Sterling. I'm asking the board to approve the updated superintendent goals for the 2026-2027 school year that I went over with most of you at the last board meeting. I can still say 6, 7, right?
No, you're just still trying to.
I'm still trying to get this
Perfect, you're just killing it dead.
Is there any questions based off of, obviously, you know, what we went over, and then also to, you've been given some time to kind of look over the goals again. Obviously, this is a collaboration, you know, as the process as far as, you know, in putting together these goals, but is there any questions that I can answer for you guys?
I still had the one on the goal 4 says November 2025, I didn't know if it had to be changed or.
So when you go into the PowerPoint, those were last year's goals. And if you keep going, the suggested goals for board consideration approval, that's when you see go number 1, go number 2, go number 3, go number 4. So that very first one was just me going over what was approved
What was
previously.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Didn't read them completely.
That's okay. You guys are good.
I appreciate that we're going to 5 numbers. I think that's amazing. I'm so looking forward to that.
Any other questions?
I think that your goals will be comprehensive and able to discern the direction of the district, so.
Definitely a little aggressive, which I enjoy. They're not layups, you know?
They're not layups.
They are not layups. I mean, but they're attainable. Like, you're not, yeah, so I
use
can.
the basketball reference, I like that.
Yeah.
Right. I like that they're really
Just for you.
specific, and I like that you say that you're going to have a self-evaluation, but I also like that the documentation throughout that too, so I think that's really good.
All right.
Are we still working on a one place for all your monthly, or all your weekly?
What I'll do is, when it's time for my self-evaluation, you know, I'll put some
Okay.
things together, you know, for you guys.
It, obviously we have them, but if they're in one place, since they're somewhere, they could always go somewhere else in one place, is what I'm, yeah.
And then two, as you see with some of the goals as well, I'll be presenting to you guys quarterly with
Yes,
some things
correct.
too, that'll give you
Yep.
another
That
opportunity
helps.
to kind of
Yes.
see some things, so.
Yeah, I think that helps to gauge.
My goal is by
Your
the
goal
time
for
that
your
you-
goals?
My goal for my goals, is by the time you guys
Kick off.
evaluate me, it's like, you got all the information you need, so.
That's, I would enjoy that.
I would like to see possibly, because I know you said number 4, families, committee members, board members, I would love to see like a open forums somewhere, like you can have a, you know, meeting at a school with all those parents, a meeting, but also I'd like to see taxpayer, stakeholder, community type forums where people can come in almost like public hearings and say, hey, this is what I see or I don't see, or it'd be great to have
what I can do with situations like that is, maybe attend some of the PTO meetings, have conversations with parents in that kind of arena where we kind of talk specifically about things that are going on within the schools, stuff like that, but we can figure some things out. I tend to not go to the whole, like.
Yeah.
but,
Right, right.
big
It's like a firing
forums,
squad.
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
But in context though, meeting with PTOs and having conversations with the building principals with them and supporting in ways that we can, I think is totally appropriate.
Well, I mean, the comments from the community is really the spot where the community
Right,
can speak
right.
up on all that kind of stuff as well. And it's easy to put it online, but to actually have the conversation is definitely more meaningful.
Or just email communications if you don't.
Correct.
If you're still there.
All right, any other questions?
Next time, not gray. We print this out. It was really hard to read real printing, but besides
All right.
that, we're good.
If the worst I got is not great.
Yeah.
we can-
Not great.
We can deal with that.
1 star.
All right,
Okay,
thank you.
moving on. Can I get a motion and a second to approve submit the school violence prevention program grant application to the U.S. Department of Justice Office for community-oriented policing services?
Motion.
Second.
Board Member McKinney,
Aye.
Board Member Carlson,
Yes.
Board Member Johnson,
Aye.
Secretary Meeks, aye. President Sterling,
Aye.
Vice President Thompson,
Aye.
Board Member McKnight,
Aye.
Can I get a motion and a second to approve the personal agenda and addendum?
Motion.
Second.
Board Member Carlson,
Definitely.
Board Member Johnson,
Aye.
Secretary Meeks, aye. President Sterling,
Aye.
Vice President Thompson,
Aye.
Board Member McKnight,
Aye.
Board Member McKinney,
Aye.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Oh, excuse me. Can I get a motion and a second to approve the updated superintendent goals for 2026 to 2027 school year?
motion.
Second.
Board Member Johnson,
Aye.
Secretary Meeks, aye. President Sterling,
Aye.
Vice President Thompson,
Aye.
Board Member McKnight,
Aye.
Board Member McKinney,
Aye.
Board Member Carlson,
Yes.
Can I get a motion and a second to adjourn?
Motion.
Thank you, Larry.
We kind of went back in time there a little bit.
All those in favor?
Aye.